Okay, what's up, everybody? Your boy Greg here from Punching Bag Skunk Boxing Media Incorporated. How you doing today? Everything's good. Listen, we got a lot to talk about today. We're going to talk about the Devin Haney, George Kambosos match coming up. Going to be real exciting. Discuss that match. A lot of intangibles going on about this match. But before we get to that, I want to say, if you enjoy hard hitting, no nonsense, no bullcrap boxing talk, at the end of the video, I'm going to say a little something. Hit that skunk, because when you hit that skunk, that means you subscribe to the channel. You're gonna get the best unboxing in the world. So check that out. Also, I want to do a couple shout outs. I want to give a big shout out to my boys over there, Big Six Boxing Academy in Providence, Rhode Island. My boys over there. I just did their podcast, Four Brothers. I want to tell you guys, go on over there to YouTube, hit the search bar, Four Brothers, and check out this channel. They are awesome. They're the next big thing. The podcast that's Four Brothers. Go check it out on YouTube. Got my boys over there, 2004 U.S. Olympian Jason Big Six Estrada, and his brothers Cameron, Rick Starr, and Roland. Yeah, go check it out. I just did the show. Had an awesome time over there. Had a lot of fun. These are my boys. So go check it out. You won't be disappointed. Another thing, real quick, I want to say, I'm on Punching Bag Skunk has a group on Facebook. And look, I got some great moderators over there who keep fresh content on the group every day. So you come to Punching Bag Skunk group on Facebook, and you're gonna get fresh content. You get all the latest in boxing news and boxing schedules and everything to do with boxing on Punching Bag Skunk group on Facebook. Go check it out. It's awesome. But what I want to also say is that there's a couple other groups on Facebook that I think are awesome, and right now I'm gonna let you guys know the best groups on Facebook that Punching Bag Skunk recommends. Okay, here we go. Number one, in no particular order, by the way. Knowledgeable Boxing Fans is a good group on Facebook to go check out. We got Boxing Fanatics, which is another great group. I actually really enjoy Boxing Fanatics. You got Blood, Sweat, and Tears Boxing. There's only one Tyson Fury. I love that group. Great group. Latest in boxing news and gossip. Another good group. Hand Down, Man Down Boxing, another good group. Live for Boxing, one of my favorites. Real Boxing Fan Nation is a good group. Heroes of World Boxing. We got Boxing Elite Pro. We have Boxing The Sweet Science. Boxing Greats, and I really love Boxing Greats. A good group on Facebook. Boxing Forum, and let me get this right. Titier del Boxeo. Titer del Boxeo, another good group, by the way. Yeah, I hope I got that right. We have Bloody Boxing Brotherhood, another good group on Facebook. Boxing Paragons, another great group. And Boxing Philippines. Go check them groups out on Facebook. They're all awesome. These are the ones that Punching Bag Skunk recommends. But first, go to Punching Bag Skunk group on Facebook, because we're the best anyway. But hey, and it is two that I'm sorry, I forgot there was one more. Boxing Updates. Boxing Updates is a big group, and it's a great group to go check out. They got a lot of good stuff on their group. Boxing Updates. Okay, the two that I don't recommend is Doubling Boxing Past and Present. I got my reasons. And Boxing Experts. Boxing Experts is a bunch of jackasses over there. I don't care what anyone says. A bunch of jackasses. Got a bunch of casual jackasses. Don't know a damn thing about boxing. All they do is stay putting memes up and down the damn timeline. Just jackasses. Do not recommend Boxing Experts. You kiss my black ass. And if you want to do something, let's go. I'll hit you with a left hook. Anyway, let's leave it off there. But anyway, them are the two I don't recommend. I don't recommend Doubling Boxing Past and Present. And I don't recommend Boxing Experts. To me, they're just a bunch of clowns over there. Okay, where are we at now? So listen, Devin Haney and George Kambosos. Listen, there's a whole bunch of things about this fight that kind of aggravates me just a little bit.
Calm down.
I am calm. What is it with you people?
You people?
Oh, now wait a minute. I don't mean you people, I mean you people.
Sir, I will not tolerate any racist behavior on the plane. This is a very difficult time for our country.
I know that. I'm not a racist. I just want to watch the movie.
I'm only going to say this one more time, sir. Calm down.
Oh, calm!
First off, let me address the George Kambosos fans, okay? Because you guys are becoming a little delusional, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because prior to the Kambosos Teofimo fight, there was no fans. Nobody cared about Kambosos. Like, I mean, most people, including myself, by the way, most people didn't give him a chance against Teofimo. Most people said he was picking around. He's going to get stopped. Then most people he didn't have a shot in the dark. And now mysteriously he's the best in the world. I mean, he's this world beater. I mean, you guys fall in love with these fighters so damn fast. It just amazes me. I mean, same thing with Lomachenko when he was doing his thing. You know, these diehard. He's the Matrix. He's the one. As soon as he loses, where you at? Gone. You don't hear nothing about none of the fans. Nothing. But go prior to the Teofimo fight, and you couldn't shut him up. They constantly run him up. But anyway, George Kambosos. He's a good fighter, don't get me wrong. And if you go back to my videos when I talk about Devin Haney and George Kambosos, I picked I'm sorry, when you talk about Kambosos versus Teofimo, I picked Teofimo to stop him, so I guess I got sucked in like anybody else. But underestimate him. But my point is that he won all the belts. Hey, listen, I give him props. If you go to my video, you'll see I give him props and all that stuff. But hey, pump the brakes on him, man. You guys are making him out to be Mike Tyson or somebody, man. It's ridiculous. No. George Kambosos is a good fighter. Tough guy. Hot as nails. I get it, all that. But he ain't going to beat Devin Haney. Let me just cut through the chase right now. He ain't gonna beat Devin Haney.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
And look, and I'm not a humongous Devin Haney fan. Anyone that knows Punching Bag Skunk knows that I respect his skills. Don't get it twisted, jackass. I know how you are. You start reading, taking things out of context, and all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm saying that his skill level is nice. He's got all the, he's got all the skills. But I always felt there was something missing. Okay? I always felt he lacked a little killer instinct. Not a little. I felt he lacked killer instinct. I just gotta say what it is. I always felt he lacks killer instinct. It's just not mean enough. You know what I mean? It's not mean enough. But again, he's not gonna need that to beat Kambosos. Kambosos is gonna be easily outboxed by Devin Haney. He's in no way that he's gonna outbox Devin Haney. So now you're gonna say, when you Kambosos fans, and look, I'm a fan of both of them. I just call it as I see it. I don't think Devin Haney got the killer instinct. That he don't got no killer instinct like Sugar Ray Leonard had. Remember that killer instinct? That get you hurt is over. But what made me think, kind of, I don't want to say like, because I never disliked him. What made me give him more credit is when Linares hit him with that bomb. Boom, and he walking around, he didn't know where he's at, and he came back, and if you look, right after he got hurt, he came back, that shows me mettle. So, it changed my opinion of him a little bit. I still don't think he's the world beater. He won't beat Tank Davis, but anyway, people that know that glove right there, that's autographed by my favorite fighter, Gervonta Tank Davis, and I might be a little bit biased when I talk about him, but I don't think Devin Haney can beat Tank Davis. But anyway, let's stay focused, man. Let's get back to what we're talking. We're talking about the Devin Haney Kambosos fight. And I think that Devin Haney beats Kambosos easily because Kambosos can't outbox him. He's a good boxer. I get it. You see what he did to your family. He's a good boxer. But he's not going to box Devin Haney. That ain't going to happen. So now how he's going to beat him? He's going to bang him out of there? Boom, boom, boom with bombs? That ain't going to happen because he's not a real devastating puncher. He's not a... Let me just side note here, because I have to address this. the other day I was talking to some idiot on Facebook, and he was talking about Benavides, David Benavides, and I said the kid he can't fight. He head up in the air, smacks his punches like an amateur. I'm not impressed with Benavides. I don't think he's good at all. I think he's all right, but he ain't nothing great. And the guy said, well, how can he be not a big puncher? You got 22 knockouts out of 25 fights. Now, anybody that knows boxing would understand how ridiculous that statement is. They would, if you know boxing, you would understand how ridiculous that statement is. Because you can knock your grandmother out. Anyway, I shouldn't say that because there's some jackass will come around and say, "Oh, you're talking about people's grandmothers." Shut up, man. My point is, you can get 25 taxi drivers to knock out and have a good sterling record. I mean, it's not about the. Let me just change direction here because that'll get me mad talking about these casual idiots that don't know a damn thing about boxing, but they're always giving their opinion. Like, no one cares about your opinion. You don't know nothing. I don't care what you read. I don't care what you Googled or you Wikipedia. I don't care. You don't know nothing. As far as I'm concerned, you gotta wear punch back scarf. As far as I'm concerned, you don't know nothing. So just shut up. Anyway, Devin Haney, Campos is not gonna punch him out. He's not a big puncher like Julian Jackson or Gerald McClellan or he's not a big puncher. So how is he gonna beat him? All right, how's he gonna beat him? How is he gonna beat Devin Haney? Is he gonna box him? No. Is he gonna just slug him out of there? No. So I'm gonna beat him. There you go. That's why I couldn't listen. Let me say this too, because people say, oh, Greg, just because you're a boxing expert, that doesn't mean you're always right. And Greg, just because people say these things, say anybody can be wrong. Boxing is unpredictable. I get it. It's unpredictable, and 100% no one truly knows who's gonna win a fight. There's too many intangibles and too many elements. You don't know. Guy could be favored to win the fight, have a fight with his wife the night before the fight. All kinds of stuff that can happen that affects the outcome of fights. So you never really know. But what you can do is you could go on solid. What's the word I'm looking for here? Not advice. When you got professionals like me that can try to predict the outcome. It's not foolproof, but we can look at the intangibles, look at all that stuff, and try to come up with a likely scenario of who might or should or would win the fight. You get it? So I get it. You jackass out there say, well, you don't know everything, Greg. Like, you know what I mean? Because I get that a lot now. You know what I mean? Like, who are you to tell me? Shut up, man. Of course, I know what I'm talking about. You don't. Anyway, he's not going to outslug Devin Haney. He's not going to outbox Devin Haney. So if someone can tell me how he wins the fight, then hey, here's my ear. Here it is. Let me hear it. Yeah, I'm listening. Thought so. See, he's not going to win the fight. So anyway, that's that's the bit. That's my thoughts on Devin Haney, Kambosos. And let me say this one last thing concerning this fight. I thought it was kind of hilarious that people say that Kambosos was scared to fight him. See, these are you're gonna get me going on. These are the things that aggravate me about boxing fans these days. They just make these ridiculous allegations. You're gonna say that Kambosos is afraid of him, and your reasoning is because he put a stipulation on that the money. Like, he's not gonna give Devin Haney no money on the fight. Devin Haney made like $5 million on his last fight. I think he's like 2.1 or somewhere around. I don't know exact figures, so don't hold me to that. Jackasses be Googling, that's the wrong figures, Greg. Get it? I'm saying, but in the ballpark. So basically lowballed him, and he called it. And Devin Haney said, the legacy means more to me than the money, so let's do it. And people are using that to say that Kambosos was scared, so he tried to outprice him. But I don't think that's the case. I think when you get to that level, son, it's not about being afraid. You're not going to get to that level being a chicken or a scary cat or coward. All right? So get out of here with that nonsense. It don't make sense. He's not good. He's not scared. This is business now. So something behind the scenes had to do with business. You know what I'm saying? It's about business. So it ain't about he's scared. Listen, look, much as I beat up on Canelo, I beat up on Canelo all the time. You know what I mean? And you guys know. But, you know, when guys say he's, well, I can't say that either because sometimes I call him chicken. I call him chicken because when he vacated the belts to avoid the Demetrius Andrade, and then people, they forget about that, or they don't want to address that, or that becomes the elephant in the room. Don't want to address that. But anyway, my point is, when any fighter gets to that level, it got nothing to do with fear, you idiots. Most of these guys that get to that level, they've had over 100, like me, had over 100 amateur fights. Lord knows how many street fights ain't nothing about fair. You get to that level, it's not about fair. That's you jackass casual idiots that don't know nothing about nothing. They're talking about fair. You're afraid. Not your idol, boys. So ain't got nothing. Let me disprove that myth. Ain't nothing to do with fair. It's all business. And boxing these days is about business. It's just about who's selling tickets, who's putting butts in seats, who's the attraction. You know what I mean? I tell you guys all the time, if I'm a promoter and I got fighter A who packs the arena with 15,000 people, and I got fighter B who only puts 500 people in the stadium, but fighter B is a better fighter than fighter A, who do I want on my card? I'm waiting. Let it click. There you go. You want this fighter. Fighter A, because he sells the tickets. Doesn't matter that fighter B is a better fighter. Okay? Doesn't matter. What the promoters want is money. So that's why they want fighter A. You get it? Jackass? All right. Where we at, man? I guess that's a video. So anyway, my official prediction, Devin Haney by unanimous decision. I don't think he's gonna stop him because Kambosos, I don't think anybody can stop that dude. I like this ferocious Kambosos. You know you gotta be a bad dude to have a name like Ferocious. And I'm Ghetto Greg. Ferocious Kambosos. Devin Haney wins that fight by unanimous decision. All right, we'll see after the fight, and I won't be doing no retraction videos because I'm gonna be right. So it won't be none coming on later on talking about retraction videos. I was wrong. No, ain't gonna be none of that. It's gonna be I'm right. Okay, get it? All right, peace out, everybody.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Alright, we got the true champ here, Gregory. Big Gregory. Undisputed champ. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Right there. Big Gregory, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, mess with him, man. Alright, you know what I'm saying? Garris, whatever, it ain't Gregory though. The real champ on here, you know what I'm saying? I'm J1, alright? Andre Watson 1983, telling you the real champ right here.
My family right there.
Hey, this ain't no three-piece suit either. We cordialated. We cordialated, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
We cordialated, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is nice right here.